Hello, Scorpio people. Welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for July 2023. I am using the Pure Magic Oracle deck and the Elder Futhark on Clay Runes, which is the standard set from the Blum set. So let's get started with a card from Pure Magic Oracle. We have Snakeskin, Information, Secrets, Body Language, and Senses. That's a really cool card too. So basically this month, there's going to be a lot where you're going to be needing to sort of read between the lines of what is being shown to you and what is being expressed to you. You're going to have to really be reading some body language that is coming at you. You're going to be getting a lot of information, and a lot of it is going to be sort of hidden. But if you pay attention with all your senses, it's going to be coming through. So definitely be ready to take in information that isn't being relayed to you in ways that are talking. So let's get some runes down on this and see if we can get some clarification on this message. Okay. Ooh, goodness gracious, Scorpio. Right. Okay. So we're going to proceed carefully with this reading. Yeah, because that's going to be something you're going to need to think of. Oh, it was good by the end. Happy ending. Okay, so July for Scorpio. Your central issue here is Thurizaz reversed. This is going to be hands down a challenging month. Without question, without exception, this is going to be extremely challenging. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to get through it, but it is going to be a month that you're going to look back on and go, that was a challenging month. We have Thurizaz reversed. Thurizaz is the rune of the thorn, the giant, the gateway. It is one of Thor's. It's a rune that is associated with Thorn because he, of course, protects us from the giants. So there's that inherent solution in it. So if you need to call on Thor, just go ahead and do that this month. But mostly what I'm seeing this as is the thorn wall is facing you. It is reversed. When it's upright, it's an open door, but it's still a challenge. When it's reversed, it's an extremely hard challenge. It's a thorn wall. It's something you're just going to have to find a way to get around or over. So we will talk about how to do that in a minute. But anyway, that's going to be your month. And I think a lot of the problem this month is going to be, as far as where the challenge is going to come in, is going to be as far as communication is going to go, where the information is coming from, because it's not going to be coming at you in ways that you want it to. Like if you are a very verbal person, then you're not going to be getting information coming at you verbally in ways that you want them to. Same with written. Like if you're used to written, it's not going to be that. It's going to be other ways. It's going to be hidden ways. It's going to be secret ways. Yeah, there's going to be information coming at you, but you need to open up this month to different ways of interpreting it different ways of receiving it, because a lot of what you need is going to be sort of hidden unless you're willing to branch out in the ways that you take in information. So that's where the challenge is going to come in. What led up to this is, okay, I'm going to read this a couple ways. This is Pertho reversed. Pertho is the rune of the lot box. This has to do with surprises and fate. Fate in terms of like what your path is going ahead. But the thing about the surprises of Pertho is that these are surprises that were always there, but are just being revealed to you now. So it's a surprise to you, but it was always there. The two ways I'm going to read this are, one, you may have just had quite a negative surprise, like something that stopped you in your tracks that was like, oh my gosh, that's always been there, and why didn't I know about this? And suddenly it's like exploded in your face. So not fun, something that was just like, ugh. And that's sort of what's led to this challenge. But it's something that was always there. You hadn't been aware of it, now you are. And it wasn't pleasant. The other way I'm going to read this is it may also be a situation where you've just learned something about yourself that you didn't know before, and that has stopped you in your tracks. Like maybe you've just learn something, it's suddenly come to your attention, something that you've always had happening with yourself that's always been a part of you, but you never acknowledged it before, and suddenly it's been in your face and you're like, oh my gosh, I am that. And that's sort of led to this challenge. So here we are now, that's passed. We're right now facing a really difficult challenge this month. This is going to be very, very tricky. What is going to help you is We have Count As reversed. Count As is the rune of the torch, also the fire. The fire is normally, when it's upright, it's a spark that goes into an ember. An ember that goes into a blaze. So it's expansion and opening out. This is not. This is reversed. And so this is usually in the upper line about focus. Focus really, really carefully. You're going to really need to hone your focus this month. And that's what's going to help you the most in terms of getting over this thorn wall, is just really tighten your focus. Also, be very aware inwardly. Like, that's another thing I'm going to read this as, is it's reversed, and when things that are reversed on the upper line tend to also refer to inner. So if you're going to be very open and expansive, turn this inwardly, especially if this for you was the read of something you found out about yourself that you didn't know. Be very aware inwardly, just open out that focus, turn on the full floodlight inside, and be very aware of that as you go through this challenge. Like, really watch yourself. But that doesn't mean you can't also be focus really hard on outer things and where the information's coming from, because that's going to help you as well. What isn't going to help is you may be tempted to be again, I'm going to read this a couple ways. First way I'm going to read this is Tivaz. It's Tyr's rune. Tyr's the warrior god. So you may be tempted, if you get really, really frustrated, to become combative. That's not ever going to help. So just keep that in mind. Do not let yourself become combative, because that is not going to help at all, ever, any of this. The other way I'm going to see this as is you may be worried about your duties and responsibilities. Tyr was all about duty and responsibility. He always was about doing the right thing. And you may be so frantic to be doing this, to make sure that you're doing the right thing and taking care of your duties and responsibilities, that it may drag you down. Like, you may be stressed about it, and that might really, really drag you down this month. Once again, what is going to help you, especially if either of these reads drags you down on Tivaz? If you start to feel combative, or if you start to feel stressed that you can't do what you feel like you need to do, bring yourself back up to where you are focusing outwardly really, really sharply, like honing your focus outwardly, but also opening up your focus inwardly, like keeping an eye on what's going on inside, because if you shine the floodlight on that, then things will be a lot better for you. And it'll all get you past this challenge. By the end of the month, you will be past this challenge, and you will feel very of worth and very in a rich place. We have Fehu, which is the rune of wealth and worth. It's cattle, so it's the wealth that you tend. But you're going to feel very much more of worth. You're going to feel a lot more worthy. Your life is going to feel more rich by the end of the month. You're going to feel like, okay, I can breathe again. I can move forward. I have what I need. On we go. And that's going to be by the end of the month. So things will work out, no matter how incredibly difficult this month is going to be, especially as far as communication goes. Keep yourself focused, and you'll get through it. We have Fehu at the end of the month, so that's the wealth and worth rune. Lots of cattle. So I wish you all the best with that. That's your reading for July 2023, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.